Welcome to Nature is Amazing. Today on Nature is Amazing, we will be featuring some of the most rare turtles and tortoises on the planet. The mata-mata turtle habitates in the muddy marshes, pools, and slow-streaming waters of South America. Once you've seen this turtle, you won't be able to turn your eyes away. Its shell has spikes all over it. The mata-mata has a long neck with bumps and ridges. This turtle is flat-headed with a long snout for a nose. This turtle's shell is black or brown and can weigh upwards of 30 pounds. The mata-mata is conveniently camouflaged as it looks like bark. This turtle is super chill and barely gets out of the water, but is not a great swimmer. The mata-mata is the last survivor of the species classification Chelys. This freshwater turtle is not an aggressive turtle and does not like to be touched or played with. It can stay idle for hours, waiting for their prey to come closer, and that is the highlight of their day. The mata-mata can live 15 to 45 years. This turtle can give you the side eye and the side neck. It cannot tuck its neck into its shell. The mata-mata eats fish, insects, and mollusks. The radiated tortoise lives in the Madagascar forest in dry, brush, and woodlands. This beautiful tortoise has a large dome of a shell with yellow lines across its brown plate. The yellow lines on the shell radiate, and the shell has a star pattern. Radiated tortoises eat fruits and plants such as cactus. This tortoise knows how to adapt to different seasons. It can endure dry heat or heavy rain seasons. This tortoise can live up to 30 to 90 years. When predators are near, they screech, hiss, or grunt. Snakes and large birds are a danger to them. The radiated tortoises are lone rangers. In Madagascar, humans unfortunately do eat the radiated tortoise, and they are also sold as well into pet trading networks. Leatherback turtles do in fact have shells which have a leather-like texture. What makes this turtle's shell so rubbery is that it has thousands of little bone plates rather than scales that make it look like leather. This shell is usually black with white spots or dark gray. There are also 7 ridges running from the top to bottom of the shell. This leatherback turtle is the only turtle that has no hard shell and scales. Leatherback turtles are the largest turtles in the sea, growing anywhere from 4 to 6 feet and weighing over 2,000 pounds. The leatherback turtle migrates across the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans, all the way from Alaska to Africa. This sea turtle can swim 10,000 miles in 1 year and can dive below 4,000 feet below water. Talk about deep diving. This turtle can not only handle long-distance swimming, but also very cold water, below 40 degrees Fahrenheit. Their blood vessel structure keep their body temperature higher than most turtles. The leatherback turtle's jaw has pointy teeth inside it and not chewing plates like other sea turtles. This makes their jaw extremely fragile, and they only eat jellyfish, which mostly consist of water and few nutrients. The Cantor's giant softshell turtle gets his name from a Danish zoologist named Theodore Edward Cantor, who named many new species of reptiles and amphibians in Southeast Asia. This turtle is also known as the frog-faced softshell because its face looks amphibious It has a large skull, small eyes close to its snout, and an olive green shell. Another interesting fact about the Cantor's giant softshell is that its ribs do not protrude outward from its body to form the shell. Rather differently, its ribs form a plate over its back, but still, the ribs manage to stay under the skin. You can find this turtle usually buried under sand or mud in rivers, swamps, lakes, and lowlands in Southeast Asia. The Cantor's giant softshell is quite a tease. For most of the day, you will see its eyes and nose protruding from the sand. When it is ready, it comes out twice a day to Netflix and chill. This softshell turtle is prehistoric, dating back to 40 million years ago. It is also on several endangered species lists in countries such as India, Myanmar, and Vietnam. The Cantor's giant softshell eats fish, mollusks, shrimps, crabs, and vegetation. It is also one of the fastest striking animals, known to crush bones with its mouth. You will definitely want this turtle to show up on the streams of your shore, because this freshwater turtle can keep the ecosystem clean. It forages on dead and decaying particles. The Yellow-Blotched Map Turtle can be found in the rocky bottom rivers of southern Mississippi. This turtle has yellow blotches all over its skin, and the shell is light brown or green with yellow patterns on it. Male yellow-blotched map turtles can be found lounging between fallen tree branches. Females can be found offshore and in tree stumps. The females are short-tempered and do bite when touched, unlike males who just retreat back into shells. The females also tend to grow large, somewhere between 15 to 18 centimeters. Males only grow 7 to 11 centimeters. This yellow-blotched map turtle eats mollusks, snails, and insects. The Hawksbill Sea Turtle gets its name from having such a similar shaped beak to a hawk. It has a curved and pointy beak. That beak comes in handy to eat sponges, squid, shrimp, and invertebrates, which grow on crevices in coral reefs. This is the only sea turtle in the world that can survive on sponges alone. This turtle dwells in tropical coral reef areas in the Atlantic, Pacific, and Indian Oceans. If you want to spot a hawksbill, just go to the Caribbean, Indonesia, Mexico, or Australia. The Hawksbill Sea Turtle eats approximately 1,000 pounds of sponges per year. Some of the sponge and little animals eaten by this sea turtle are poisonous. Their body fat makes it possible to absorb the toxins, making the poison of no effect. This turtle grows up to 2.5 feet to 3 feet. It can weigh up to 100 to 150 pounds. Its shell is oval-shaped and can be orange, yellow, or brown. Its skin looks like cobblestone and is ivory-colored with some dark brown in it as well. It also has 4 scales between its eyes. These sea turtles like to be by themselves, and the females are the ones who are more likely to get out of the water, to crawl on rocky areas which have nesting sites. The Hawksbill Sea Turtle has been listed as an endangered species in the United States since the 1970s. You can easily guess that pig-nosed turtles do in fact have pig noses. This turtle has a protruding snout and nostrils in the front. Not only is the nose on this turtle unusual, but so is the fact that it has flippers. Freshwater turtles usually have legs with feet instead of flippers. The top of the pig-nosed turtle shell and limbs are gray to olive green. The bottom shell is white, yellow, or ivory colored. Its shell is also leathery and not hard like most freshwater turtles. Males have longer tails than females, so you can easily tell them apart. The pig-nosed turtle habitates in Australia, Indonesia, and New Guinea. in rivers, lagoons, lakes, and swamps. This turtle is also nicknamed Fly River, which is the name of the river in the island of New Guinea where this turtle was first discovered. The pig-nosed turtle spends most of its time in the water. It weighs up to 50 pounds and thankfully has not gone extinct. You can find them regularly. You may find this turtle eating fish, insects, and crustaceans, but it genuinely prefers plants like fig tree leaves and fruit. It takes this turtle a sexual maturity age of 16 years before it starts mating. The African spurred tortoise can only be found in North Africa, on the southern part of the Sahara Desert. They are named after the fact that they have spurs on their hind legs. What makes this animal a tortoise and not a turtle is that it loves land and not water like turtles. Also, its shell is weighty and dome-shaped and lacks the webbed feet that many turtles have. This is the third largest tortoise in the world, falling behind the Galapagos and the Aldraba giant tortoises. It can grow up to 2 to 3 feet and weighs up to 100 pounds. This tortoise camouflages quite well with the rocks and sandy sites it lives amongst. Its skin is rocky and cracked looking and is yellowish brown or tan. The shell is very large and oval shaped and lightly brown. Its thick skin prevents dehydration. This tortoise has many bad mornings. It is known from birth to ram into other male tortoises and even flips each other. They ram into females even more. When the weather gets unbearably hot, it will dig a 3-foot hole or tunnel and go in it. If it finds mud, they will spread it on themselves like suntan lotion, which cools them down. If necessary, they will also smear their own saliva on themselves to keep cool. This tortoise eats succulents, grass, flowers, cacti, and their favorite snack, which is dandelion greens. Thanks for watching. Nature is amazing. Please comment, like, and subscribe.